Hey Cameron, welcome to the C&C Auto Show, and what can we help you with?
Yes, I got a 2009 GMC 2500. Got about 140,000 miles on it, Duramax diesel. And my light keeps coming on. It says low oil, add oil. I have no oil around my oil pan, no oil drippings, and I'm just wondering what it could be. Where's my oil going?
Cameron, when you pull the dipstick, is the oil still full?
No, it's a little low.
Mm-hmm. It is a little low.
I estimate I'd say about a quart and a half low, maybe a quart low.
Okay. The only reason the reason I asked that question is it is kind of common for those to have that problem with the add oil, and then of course it not be low. It does have a sensor in the bottom of the oil pan that detects, of course, the oil level. It works very similar to a float switch. Of course, when it's all the way full, of course it comes on or does not come on, and when that float switch falls down, of course it does. But that scenario is typically, again, the oil is full. If you're using about a quart, how often or how long does it take to use that quart?
Well, right now it's showing I got 38% oil life remaining.
Okay. Now, is that the message that you're going off of?
Yeah.
Okay, that message is actually the interval. That's saying you have 38% of oil life, meaning the viscosity and the interval to change it. Now, the other message that pops up is add oil. Is that correct?
Yeah. It says add oil. Oh, it says oil level low, add oil.
Okay, that message is kind of along the lines of what I was saying about the float switch. Now, the other one that says 38%, of course, when you have your oil changed and the service performed, of course, all the things that go along with the oil change, that's supposed to be reset. Of course, it goes to 100. It's a calculation or I guess a thing in the computer to where I guess an algorithm.
A lady is the one who actually designed the system to do that and set up all the standards involved, and it has to do with how many times the car is
idle time,
been cranked up, idle time,
right.
Warmed up and cooled down. It's a long list of different things involved in making a decision on when to change that oil.
So Cameron, you basically have two concerns, I guess you could say. One is that it says add oil. That is one concern. Of course, we need to get that back up. But the 38% is basically the remaining interval left on that particular oil change. So that one you can kind of ignore. Now,
and I wouldn't go by that. I'm gonna throw this in real quick. A lot of people depend on that, but Cameron, if someone's watching that, what would have happened if a while back somebody in doing some maintenance on your car would have reset that, thinking they were doing you a favor when you already had 3,000 miles on your oil, and they said, well, I'm going to go ahead and reset it for them, make this light go out. Your light's out. Then the next thing you know, you're going another 4, 5, 6,000 miles before you do, and that puts a total of 7 or 8. I love the sticker. I love other reminders, people that send letters as reminders. Use that as a backup, but don't use that 38% as the primary time to change your oil. Okay, Go ahead, John Ryan.
Yeah.
Cameron, we got about a minute left before our break. I'll mention, as far as using oil, that truck's not really known for using oil. There's only one or two things I can think of, mainly because typically you would see oil smoke. The first thing is it actually has 2 PCV valves that are built into the valve cover. And under certain year models, certain engine ranges, as far as the production of them, they had a recall on the PCV system. So that very well could fall in that same area. The other thing is the turbo. Of course, it has 2 oil seals in it for the impeller, and it could actually be leaking also. So that's the 2 common things that could use oil, basically.
I would change it and monitor it through the next oil cycle and get a good, true reading, and make sure. I would use full synthetic on it also. Okay, we're going to take a quick break,
right,
and we'll be right back. We'll be talking to Stephen and Rodney as soon as we return with the C&C Auto Show. Welcome back to the C&C Auto Show. And if you suspect that a flood may be coming your way, monitor the weather very closely. But if you suspect that you may need to do things as far as evacuating your house or doing different things, do recommend, if there's time, safety first, but if there's time, get your vehicle on higher ground, and don't wait until the flood's already there to move it. Do it quick, but also take pictures of the interior and exterior of your car. Go ahead and have all of your insurance information. So if it is a vehicle that may be covered under insurance, you'll have proof that of what it looked like before,
right.
and then call the insurance as early as possible, because the faster they get started, the faster you get paid for it.